Hey everyone, today I would like to discuss with you the topic on how are you going to calculate the monthly amortization of your mortgage property like a house and lot or an expensive car, okay, on different scenario using what if analysis with two input table, okay. But first off, I would like to uh, show you how to calculate straightforward the monthly amortization. So I'm gonna write here the mortgage. So mortgage amount is something like 1 million, for example. Okay, let's make it 1 million by putting this one comma, right? Then the next thing that we're gonna determine is the interest rate, because as per mortgage the bank will say, okay, I'm gonna give you certain interest for me to release a certain amount of money as mortgage. Okay. By the way, mortgage is a legal agreement by which a bank lends money at interest in exchange for taking title of the debtor's property. Property like a house, for example, a bungalow house, or maybe a condominium, or a car or an expensive car. So interest usually is expressed per annum. Okay, let's say the bank, you and the bank agrees on as per mortgage 12% interest per annum interest. Okay. Then the next thing that we're gonna find out is the number of years. Okay, number of years that you and the bank agree to pay the amount with interest. So number of years. I'm gonna say number of years like that. Okay. So let's say 5 years to pay or 60 months total, because you're gonna pay the bank on a monthly basis, right? So we're gonna issue a check, or the bank will make an authorized and an automatic um, debit. Okay, automatic debit, auto debit from your bank account. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna find out is now I'm gonna calculate the monthly payment. So let's say okay, I'm gonna include monthly as our straightforward amortization payment. Okay, so here I'm gonna use the function PMT, which is payment. Uh, it calculates the payment for a loan based on constant payments, and of course the constant interest rate. Okay, open parenthesis. The first thing that we're going to find out is the rate. Okay, we're going to calculate the rate. So the rate is should be this one, 12%. But the thing is, this is per annum. So we're going to convert that to monthly, right? But first, I'm going to fix this location, um, column B, row 4 or B4. Okay. I'm going to make it an absolute cell reference. So I'll just gonna, press the F4 key on your keyboard like that. Okay. So this is now a fixed location. Okay. So comma. Then the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to we're going to find out the NPER, or the number of periods. Okay, number of periods. So the number of years, which is the period or the terms that you and the bank is going to approve, or you're going to agree as per your written mortgage. Okay, so the NPER is 5 years, this one. Again, fix it F4, and we're gonna we're gonna convert this to monthly, as we're going to uh, we're going to pay the bank on a monthly basis. So I'm gonna divide that by 12 months. Okay, I'm gonna divide that by 12 months and then comma. Then the next thing is the PV. This is the present value, the amount as per the mortgage agreement. Okay, so the value is the PV is this one. Again, F4. Then we're gonna convert that to monthly. I'm going to multiply that by 12. Okay, and then close it with the closing parentheses, then enter. Okay, right. We made a mistake here. Okay, the problem is where this is a monthly deductions, or maybe a monthly auto debit from your account. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a negative here, negative TMT. All right, then enter. Okay, so again, something is wrong. So it should be the rate, sorry. It should be the rate divided by 12 and the NPR multiplied by 12. Okay, and this one, this is just the value, so no problem. Okay, so it says here peso, but it could be something else, some other currency. So I'm gonna remove the currency. So it could be a Indian rupee, or it could be a Pakistani rupee, or something else. So anyway, I'm gonna remove this one, or I can say just number, then click OK. Okay. So we're gonna pay a monthly payment of 22,244. Okay, this is a straightforward calculations how to calculate the monthly. But if you want different scenario, like for example, let's say, okay, what would be the amount if I'm gonna pay the mortgage amount in 4 years? What about if I'm going to pay it in 3 years, or I'm gonna pay it in 2 years? I want a shorter term, or short period of time, that I'm gonna pay all the mortgage amount with my car or with my house property. All right. So I'm gonna show you a different scenario. All I have to do is just transfer this 20,244. Okay, just equal sign. Then the location is B6. Right. Then enter. Okay, there's the amount. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the year. Let's say first year, second, third, fourth, and fifth. All right. Okay. The column is too wide. Right. Let's say what if. So that's why this is called what if analysis. What if I'm gonna pay the mortgage amount of 1 million in 1 year, or let's say I'm gonna pay it in 2 years time, or 3 years time, 4 years, or 5 years time. So different scenario, different terms. Okay, with certain amount of with certain interest rate per month, interest rate. Let's say percent. I'm gonna put percent here. Percent. Okay, 1%. Let's say 1.5%. Let's say 2%. or yeah, 2%, or 2.5%, 3%, okay, or 3.5. Let's say up to 4%, okay, 4%. So different scenario, right? All I have to do is just select, okay, select this, highlight this one, include the all the years up to 5 years, and then up to 4%. Then open the data here, okay, data tab, and then you see here what if analysis. You see the arrow, the arrow, small arrow here. Then click the data table here. Okay, there are two input table. That's why I said in my title how to calculate the amortization using what if analysis with two input table. We're going to be using two input table. So the raw input table is, this is the term, the 5 years term. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this 5 years, then column. The column is the interest rates. So I'm going to click the interest rate per annum of 12%, then click OK. All right. So, okay. I'm going to go to the home, and then this one format to just number, then no zero, no zero, but with comma separator. Okay. All right. So this is the scenario. Okay. What if my agreement with the bank, I'm gonna pay it in 1 year with 1% interest rate per month. So I'm gonna pay 83,785. What if I'm gonna pay it in 2 years time? So and 1%, that would be 42,102. Let's say I'm gonna pay the bank 3 years time, and 1%, the amount would be, the monthly amount that I'm gonna pay for the bank is 28,208. Let's say I have decided that I'm gonna pay it in 5 years with 1% interest. It would be 17,094. Okay. Let's say uh, I have decided, okay, with the bank's agreement that I'm gonna pay them 4 years with 3% interest. It would be 22,134. Okay. What if the bank said this 3% is too low? Now the interest rate already changed from 3% to 3.5%. And okay, in order for you to pay a little less amount, despite the having a interest rate of 3.5%, but 5 years, you will only pay a monthly payment of 18,192. This one, okay? Now, let's say we change the term. If you're going to change the term, let's say this is going to be 6 months. Look at the number. Number also changes. 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Okay. So different scenario, different amount, different term in terms of years that you're gonna pay, and different interest rates per month. Okay. So this would be the amount, corresponding amount that they're gonna pay. Okay. So okay, that's it for today's discussion. Thank you for watching.